This is John Early and
Divine Joy Randolph.
and we're in my house. Davine.
Hello, my friend.
Now, Davine Joy or Davine?
So my government is Divine Joy.
Okay.
But I feel like that's a lot. Like every day, just to be like Divine Joy.
Yeah.
So I just call me Divine.
It's only 3 syllables.
But it just feels like, a lot.
Yeah. Do your friends call you Davine Joy or Davine?
No, because that's what I mean. I feel like that's extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Davine.
Hello.
This is my house.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Is
we're
it?
really excited. We just got
Evergreens.
these in. Me and Mark. There's no. I made them up.
Top tier.
Yeah. I want to congratulate you on the colors you're wearing.
Thank you.
They're both true to you, but also true to the movie Eternity. A24's Eternity. How have you been?
I've actually been good.
Good.
I've been really good.
Nice.
It's been,
Do you know why?
I think it's because I've had a little bit of time off that we get so wrapped up in it. And I was just talking about this the other day of I feel like we get comfortable in the chaos and the baddie schedule.
Yes.
In a weird way that makes us think oh, I'm successful. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And so when I do have the off chance of having moments of brevity,
Yeah.
it's when you go to the country, at least for me, I grew up in the city. So if you go to the country and you're like, what is that loud sound? And somebody's like, it's silence. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's shocking.
When I have those moments of brevity, it takes me a couple of days. It feels very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not doing enough and and I'm failing, whatever. And then it takes me a while.
Yeah.
I would probably need to be on a vacation for 2-3 weeks because week one is shot.
Yeah, you're like.
Yeah, I could be doing something. Whose towels can I fold? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's been nice to settle in. I think we need those breaks, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
Because I actually think that's what then refuels us, but also creative wise.
Yeah.
Do you find that you're more creative when you get to have a breath, or do you find yourself more creative in the midst? Because I heard a rumor, which I think is true.
It better not be about my sexuality.
I told you we weren't going to talk about that today.
Okay.
But in regards to you were writing your script while we were filming in your trailer for a movie that is now in TIFF Film Festival.
Yes.
So you're double fisting at the TIFF Festival.
Well, I love fisting, and you know that.
I know you. That's why I gave that reference to lead you right there.
It's for me. It's both. I mean, for this movie that I was writing in particular, I needed a degree of blindness that you can only get through speed. Mm-hmm. It's a very wild premise, and so I was there was kind of something built in from the beginning where I was I just want to go fast and see what happens if I go fast. And I was I have a feeling that if I slow down, I'll be like, what are you doing? And so the whole purpose of that movie, Maddie's Secret, coming soon to a theater near you. There's no distribution yet.
Better watch it. You will get distributed.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
But I was I'm gonna just drive fast and see what happens. And yeah.
Do you do that? Was that your first time applying that process or technique?
Kind of. I mean, but normally I am more go to the woods and let it emerge.
Even for your comedy.
I don't know how my comedy comes together. If I have to be honest with you.
Really?
It's comedy comes together through years of being going to do sets and kind of having a gun to your head and being I need something new. It's not. I think but more narrative stuff movies. I feel has to come from some time in the woods where you can let it kind of bubble up. But so it's both. What about you?
I kind of like the idea of I hate having the script in my hand.
Yeah.
And so it's right, it's different project to project, but in general I hate, to me that's that's necessary. Just do it.
Yeah.
Just get off book so that now you can it makes me feel blocked.
Yes.
Right? So that needs to happen for me first so that then I can
memorize.
Yeah. So I can then feel free. I always describe it of You can put boundaries or like guardrails. It's like bowling, right? You can put those little rails up, but I want the rails to be like 5 lanes long. Does that make sense? I don't want it narrow. I want a big playground, and there's a safety of me knowing somewhere there's rails to like keep me in here, but it's not tight. But I need to like bang against the walls.
And the rails for you are the memorization?
No, I mean like, I like to do the work ahead of time in the sense of like, okay, get off book, done that. Then I like to really get to, if I didn't do this, I think I would have been like in psychology or something. Like I'm really, really into human behavior. And like I'm just fascinated by why people do the things they do and like the rationale that they make up in their head. And it's legit to them. To someone else, it's like, you are off your rocker. But I'm fascinated how people brains tick. And so that's the part that I like indulge and have fun with. Once that's then done, I'm like, okay, they're in me. When we now come to set to film, you could tell me that my character now is going to space. And I'm like, bet. Right? Because they're locked in, the essence and the persona and the them is in me. So it makes me then feel free, right? Of like, I know who she is. Right?
Well, and the alternative, which is so dangerous, and I feel like sometimes I fall into this trap, is like, if you don't do all that work beforehand, and then you come to set and you've like kind of manically done the work like 5 minutes before, then your performance becomes like a book report. You'd become like a good student. You're like, I did the work. You're like trying to show how you did the work. Versus what you're doing is just letting go.
That still happens to me though sometimes because like we'll get to set and they might completely change things or they've now come up with this amazing idea that your character is something completely different. Or it might be, something that's that needs to be very technical at this point. Like they want to chill out. We actually just need you to stand here and say this thing, right? And so, I can understand that, but
to me, that's the danger of not going to the woods, like, and not like chilling.
That's your woods.
Like if you work in too manic or like caffeinated of a way, then when it really counts, when the camera's rolling, sometimes you get a little like, I don't know. I'm like,
a little
prepared.
manic.
I'm prepared. I get it. But I have to say, working with you on Eternity, coming soon to a theater near you.
You better go see it. You better.
They have not asked us to do this, but it is like...
It's a given. We're doing it.
I'm a
You
whore.
better. It affects my money.
Okay, yes. Come see the fucking movie. I don't like curse. I want to try to curse less. You know what I mean?
But it's who you are.
Okay.
I think you'd be less, I think you'd be more boring.
If I didn't curse.
Yeah, it's who you are. And you do it well. To curse well. So trippingly off the tongue.
Trippingly off the tongue.
It's a gift.
We've opened a door.
I know.
Okay. We've opened a huge door, which is acting school.
I know.
Okay, so I want to know. I want to know about you. We talked about this a little bit on set.
Yeah. Because people should know there are 3 NYU students in this movie. And 1 Yelly, and I don't know where Callum went. I'm going to say Rada. Let's just keep it elite. We're Ivy Leagueies.
Wait, did we talk about Interlochen?
You went to Interlochen?
I went to Interlochen.
What? We did not talk about that.
I did a little talk about manic preparation. I went to Interlochen.
Does the name just make you, like literally my eyes are starting to water up.
So did you do the academy or the camp?
Did the camp.
Me
they
too.
then said, that was my junior summer. They then said, come to the school. My mom said, yeah, right.
Me too.
Bring your butt home right now.
Me too.
And I was like, Mom, please.
This is the exact same journey. It was my junior year. And I got into the academy and I was like, well, here we go.
It started. Like, I'm a star.
Center stage. Here we fucking go.
I know. It's
and then my mom was like, devastated. And I understand.
It was our last year.
Yeah, she was gonna lose me a year early. And I get that now, and I'm glad I stayed in Nashville.
I know,
but
I felt the same way.
But it was such a dream, that place.
Truly, I've never experienced anything
like it.
I loved it so much. Maybe because I would. Okay, so like while in college, I went back to be a camp counselor. Get it? For the 4-year-olds.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Little Korean prodigies literally in the bed with me because they were like, Their parents shipped them off.
That's crazy.
To come in the middle of the woods.
You were a counselor in a cabin.
Yes.
That's wild.
For the little babies.
That's so sweet. So you loved it that much. You had to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to hear the
was-
song. See? It gets you. Those that know.
I literally could cry you singing that. It's crazy.
I've never. It's actually been
Is this relatable? I just want to check in real quick.
People who have gone there say that it is. There's nothing in comparison. I do think it's relatable because I don't know about you, but for me, I knew I had a gift in this genre of art, like arts, and whether it's singing. I didn't know acting yet. It was just strictly singing music.
It was opera?
Yeah, I was in the classical voice department.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I always felt as a theater person, you
know.
do feel a little bit like the kind of like
You guys were like the wild ones.
the clowns.
Yeah.
You feel like the kind of ne'er-do-well vagabonds. And like everyone else there is like,
Yes, very serious.
They're like 10 and they're like
very
playing,
focused. Yeah, I can get that. But it started my identity as an artist.
Yeah, me
and
too.
right, like the respect and the dedication and that place for sure taught me discipline.
Me too.
So I'm forever grateful to that place because I've never experienced anything like it.
That was the first time I was like, oh, like people can take it seriously. You're
That's
allowed
right.
to take it seriously and not feel like a
Weird
nerd.
about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was so thrilling. We did the Laramie Project.
Wait a minute.
What?
Did we go at the same time? We'll talk about this later. No.
Do you remember production of the Laramie Project?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, unless they do this like every 5 years.
I don't think they do. I mean, it's a smart one. It's a big ensemble, heavy subject matter. But one of my favorite memories from the Laramie Project is like, it's set in Wyoming, famously Laramie, Wyoming, rural Wyoming. But we literally all could not stop doing Southern accents. Because it's like,
Why?
people who live on farms, we're like, we're out there back. And the director was like, okay.
Calm down.
She was like, they're not in the South.
Oh my God.
And we could not curb the accent. It was so funny. But
Wait,
yeah,
what I have to know now. What was the musical?
the musical was Babes in Arms, the Rodgers and Hart musical.
We were there at the same time.
This is huge.
Toby Brahms.
From the musical theater department? Yes. Way
I'm gonna
out
cry.
Weston.
I'm gonna cry. Stop.
Abbott. This is crazy.
I'm gonna cry. See, this is the connection.
Yes, this is crazy.
We were in each other's energy.
And we probably were at the cafeteria
for sure,
together.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. That's beautiful. I did a musical with my friends there. We made a musical called Interlochen Dreams.
I have to see it.
And we performed it in the library. And I played a kid named Ben Dover who was closeted.
Honey, let me tell you, there was a lot of that. It was a very transformative experience. That was a big summer for a lot of people.
I'm not going to get into details, but let's just say I was rocked.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys, the boys' side definitely had way more fun than we did. It brought in a new era for many of you gents.
It really did.
And I was very happy for all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You deserved it. It's time.
But then opera, this is my curiosity. Because you were doing classical music at Interlochen and beyond, were you was part of you did it feel like there were limits on an acting level to opera? What pulled you into musical theater?
I got into Interlochen off of a dare. Because there was this snobby girl at my school, a newbie, that came in and was like, I went to Interlochen. And I said, yo, I don't know what this is, but I don't like her tone. I'm applying, right? Just because I'm competitive. Got there and I was like, whoa, this is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Right? You can make a living. This is, I don't know about living, but you know what I mean? This is a thing. You can take it serious. This is whatever. At Interlochen, it was this sense of play, maybe because the theater department was around and stuff, and you're intermingling with all these people. It wasn't necessarily told to us you can act too while doing this, but it was move around and you know what I mean, be in your body kind of a thing. And then when I went to college, it was no acting, Just stand
Pure
there.
technical.
Yeah, stand there, look pretty. That is it.
Like you're
Sing
like
out.
a concert singer.
Yeah, but you're doing an opera and we're doing
Right.
Aida and you're being buried alive with your white boyfriend.
And they're like, don't act.
Yeah, and that,
Don't you dare.
it wasn't that I wanted to act, but that
Yeah.
just felt very stiff and cold, and I was like, I don't.
Now, obviously, that's not true of all opera. I mean, there's probably some opera
Now
world.
it's well, you're right. So back in the day, right? If you look at old videos,
Yeah.
epic,
Yeah.
extreme acting,
Yeah.
like on a Grecian level,
Yeah.
right? And then it stopped.
That's so
and
interesting.
growing up, at least with my education, they were not about it. And now opera is getting a little avant-garde-ish.
Yes,
And
you're
like
right.
real weird, like going
Right.
the other side of the
The Anna
pendulum.
Nicole opera.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you're like, whoa, okay.
Now, is there a part of you that would, I mean, can you imagine the career shift? Can I just quickly be your manager? You've won an Oscar. Imagine you suddenly are like, I'll see you at the Met, bitch. And you do an opera.
Ooh, can I tell you, I just recently came back from going to Florence. And in Florence, but Italy in general, but Florence, like their street performers
Yeah.
are casual opera singers that can blow.
That's
I
amazing.
cried.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is funny because this literally just happened like days ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
You missed it a little bit.
you need to tap back into it.
Yeah.
You need to tap back into it. So
I'm so excited.
I don't know how.
Yeah.
I've thought about like doing it of a way of merging the two, like portraying an opera singer, like in a biopic or something.
Oh, God. Okay.
I know, but I'm nervous, but excited, but very curious of like how that would work.
Yeah.
Because as a musician, that is a whole nother side of my brain.
Yeah.
And I think because of interlocking, but in a good way, I am very regimented. So I'm nervous because because I came to acting by this like happy accident.
Yeah.
I'm like very free because I was like, well, I don't know. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let's just try it. Like, I'm sure you had people, like, especially at Yale, there were people who were very like, this is acting, and Stanislavski says, and Uta Hagen told me.
Right.
And I'm like, who's Oots? Stan said what? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know anything.
I wish I had that.
So I was loose, but like,
Oh, I didn't know anything, but I was so good student. I was so
but
rigid.
those programs make, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
of
they
course.
inspire that, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm nervous because I'm that
Yeah.
with music.
Right.
So like, but I think of people
Interesting.
of like Cynthia Erivo or like Audra McDonald, where
Yeah.
they blend the two.
Did you see Gypsy?
I could not get a chance to see it, and I
okay.
am
That's okay.
gutted.
can
I'm
also cut
really
this.
upset
Yeah.
because but I did see that clip.
Yeah.
I'm literally getting chills right now.
Yeah, she tore. Talk about acting and music. Like what I thought was so cool about her performance was I was like, it actually didn't feel like the thing that Gypsy can be. Well, first of all, you should just do Gypsy in like 20 years.
You know what's funny?
40 years.
There was talks about it because they didn't like really want it to close.
Yeah.
And there was talks about it, but it literally was like, could you do it in 2 weeks? And I was like, are you
No.
out of your mind?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I thought was so cool, and this will bring us back to other things, is like it really was, as opposed to it just being a performance about a performance, which that role can so easily be, where it's like, here we go, the grande dame of musical theater, like let's all applaud for the diva, which that of course is what's going on no matter
we're
what,
gonna
and that's
do it.
the heaven of seeing it live. That
Absolutely.
as an audience member, your role is so clear. You just get to go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I like leapt to my feet. I was like,
Sure.
but like it didn't feel like that was like the subtext of the performance. It was just like, I was like, oh, she has literally like, she studied someone in her life who's like manic depressive, like whatever the right clinical term is. Like she has like watched someone, or she knows, I was like, she knows someone like this.
And I also
which was so
wondered,
cool.
do you think that maybe her working on Billie Holiday before that set her up? I thought of that.
Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
I loved how she wasn't afraid to sound ugly.
Yeah.
I love you because the emotion, right, is
Yeah.
in the cracks and the vocal breaks.
Yeah. And and for those who don't know, she has a classical soprano voice typically, but no, she was going
Beautiful,
all in
pretty
every little
voice, and
parts of
she
her
just
range.
let it
It
all
was so cool.
hang out and raw. Oof.
But wait, so musical theater. So wait, here's my question to you. Do you?
I used to sneak interlocking quick thing. I used to sneak in their rehearsals.
The musical theater.
Yeah, so that's it. Maybe there was something like calling me because it was like I loved classical.
Yeah.
But I would literally like sneak in.
I worshipped them because I was like, I can't believe, like, because musical theater, like, acting is like just pure acting is like obviously just a little more mercurial. It's kind of harder to say, well, that person's got it and that person doesn't. Like musical theater, the fact that there is kind of a metric of like singing and dancing, you know, although I would love for us to release, I would love for us to have more like Elaine Stritches in the world.
Yes.
Where it's like not about athletic
I hope
singing.
when I get old,
yeah,
I go into transition into that category.
Yes.
That would be really fun for me.
I literally have huge plans for your career.
We will talk afterwards.
Okay, we'll talk.
Yes.
But okay, so wait, but do you keep, now that you've done so much like film acting, do you, it's okay if you don't want to answer this.
100%.
Do you keep up your voice?
I don't.
Yeah.
And it is so, well, listen, I think if you're a musical person, there's always a tune in your heart. I'm always like, even out of nerves.
Yeah.
This is funny. If I have a tense conversation,
Yeah.
let's say I like talk with my agent or whoever, right? And
Yeah.
I'm like, when I didn't know I do this as a tick.
Yeah.
When I hang up on the phone after a tense conversation, I'm like, it's like a thing of like, release it.
That's
It's like a
unbelievable.
tick where I'll hum something. Just of like,
God.
release it.
Yeah.
So there's always musicality in me.
Yeah.
But I don't. But that's why I've been kind of like prepping myself and warming myself up to this idea of possibly doing this biopic.
Yeah.
And I literally, it's funny, she knows me well, my voice teacher. I'll text her and I'll be like, what do you feel about us possibly having a voice lesson in like 2 years? And she's like, let's make it 6 months. And so it's like, there's a nervousness.
People I know who really can actually sing have this.
Because it's very emotional.
Yes. And there's something very scary, obviously, about the
because
deterioration of the voice.
Is still, the voice is a muscle.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so when I was on Broadway, it was very intense.
Yes.
Because it was the first thing I did, like 2 months out of graduating, right? I liked musical theater, but I wasn't like a musical theater person. I didn't know lyrics to, I wasn't that kind of person. We did in the West End first, and then I came to do it on Broadway, but I had lost my voice.
Yeah.
And so there's a fearfulness that I have because I can't fully control, we can't really control our voice.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's why I feel like it feels like a okay next step of like a film, right? Because if it's like, if it leaves me, then I'm like, okay, let's just take a break until it comes back. So I think that's where the fear is. In a weird way with acting, I feel like I can like, all right, I could do it. Or like, you know what I mean? Even if I have a bad day, like there's so many takes that we do that I'm like, they got something. They'll cut away, come back, they'll get enough. It's so vulnerable standing there. Even as a musician, like with instruments, that instrument is in front of you. Like, not to get deep, but like your whole frontal is exposed. Your heart is open, exposed, like this offering. And when it's amazing, it's amazing. And with me losing my voice on Broadway for the first time, I had developed like severe stage fright.
That's so scary. So did someone have to go on for you?
Well, yeah, on times they would have to go on and stuff like that. But then when I got nominated, in my mind, I thought, okay, great. We got the nomination. First of all, I was not expecting that at all. But great, I could take a break. And they were like, oh, no, baby. You actually have to perform every single night because I didn't know
the Tony voters
they can come at any time.
Oh.
And they cannot come
when...
when...
the goddamn Tony
I have
voters?
no idea.
Are they
their
like, are they freaks? Or are they like...
idea, and I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want to know who they are. It's best if they...
Yeah.
No. But so that was a very... So even people are like, are you going to come back to Broadway? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
For the right thing. And we're going to have to write the music to be in my voice 100% so that even when... You know what I mean? Like, and you're singing in the winter and like,
oh my God.
You have no life. You're not talking.
Yeah.
You're like texting and it's just the amount of dedication that it takes for Broadway in a musical.
Yeah.
You better really love it.
Yeah.
And then have an escape plan when you're done.
Mercury poisoning from sushi.
Because
it
is intense.
Yeah.
But I love it and there's nothing like it. There's nothing
so
like it.
Cool. Well, okay, so you told me the story when we were on set of Eternity, and you were like, you told me about the ghost thing where like the girl had a knee injury, and then
that's how I got to the London? Yeah. So I had auditioned for it like 2 months out of school, but I was supposed to just do the Broadway.
The eventual.
Yes. That was like months, almost a year.
Yeah.
Later. So like it was weird too, because it's like you got a job, but you can't talk about it, and it's like a whole year from now.
Yeah.
And then they said the lady, she had a knee injury that like she hadn't dealt with, and I guess the doctors were like, you need to, babes.
Yeah.
And so what's interesting is, I don't know if it's this way now because Broadway's changed so much, but in the UK on the West End, they have like 4 understudies for the lead characters.
Whoa.
4.
Whoa.
So they said no to all of those who had been with it, workshopping it, and flew me in. I had never had a rehearsal or nothing.
No.
That was a cold room, honey.
No.
Can you imagine waltzing in in
So
like,
what?
Hi guys. 4.
Oh, and they were all in the room.
No.
Because they were all in the ensemble probably too. They were like, hi. Oh my God.
And you know how the Brits get down when they're upset.
Yes.
Can't quite read it.
Yeah.
Do you hate me? Do you love me? I don't know.
Wait, so what was the first performance like? Were you flying by the seat of your pants?
I landed on a Sunday. They immediately took me to go see the show. Jet lag, fell asleep through the whole performance. That next day, Monday, I had a rehearsal with the assistant director. I did not know. They said, oh, we're going to have rehearsals. I'm going to walk you through the show for this week. And I was like, okay, cool. Had rehearsal Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They then were like, great. We feel like you're at a great place. You're going to go on tonight. I didn't know that they had, this was like when it was, what was that thing called? Skype. That's what it was. The director was secretly Skyping
Even
my
your
rehearsals.
Skype was gorgeous.
No, but I don't remember.
That
I saw the
soft
S.
palette was
Ray sunning at all times. Like he was like, it was like they had a camera set up. I didn't know. He was watching the rehearsals, the director. After 2 rehearsals, they were like, great, you're going to go on tonight. Tonight's going to be your dress rehearsal. Thursday, you will, I don't know. Basically, I had 2 rehearsals, dress rehearsals, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I mean, I was all on. I was performing. And I was like, why would you do these people? They bought their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you feel like, was a part of you like,
honestly,
like,
what
was it like kind of
me,
like give it to God, like here we go?
Absolutely. What else you gonna do?
Yeah.
It was honestly kind of amazing that she couldn't see dead people. What she could see, you know what I mean? Like to sell it, I couldn't look at him, right? So if you are Sam, I can't look
Patrick
at you.
Swayze?
Yeah. Right? So it kind of, imagine if I had to actually lock in with you on words that I don't really know, it's hard, right? When you have to lock eyes with someone. But to be like, Sam, I could literally be searching.
Yeah.
It worked. Does that make sense?
Yes, totally.
I made the disability work for me.
Yeah.
For
That's
a
amazing.
Cool 2 weeks.
That's unbelievable.
It was very intense.
In some ways, I'm like, was it the best? Like your first show was like the best performance of your life.
Because it's just that, like you said, that speed of fun. You just, and I remember my teacher at Yale. He was like, "You'll never experience anything like this after this. You're good.
Yeah,
you got it out the way, like that in school, right?
Yeah.
And the craziness that school did." But he was like, "You're good," and he's right. I've never experienced, like, things get wild, but
yeah.
Nah, it kind of like broke me in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that then I
totally.
was like, okay, so now like with whether we're filming or doing TV shows, I'm like, okay, so you have more pages.
Yeah. Right.
We'll figure it out. Like I'm gonna stumble, I'm gonna mess it up,
Yeah,
but at least I
it's
know
not life or death.
this is what we're doing today, so I
Yeah.
can lock in.
Okay, I want to talk about acting songs.
Yes.
Do you like this? To me is like the problem with so much contemporary musical theater. Is like, I'm gonna demonstrate 2 different styles of acting songs.
Please.
Okay, I went to the store. Okay, it's
Yep.
the lyric. Okay, so like, there's like the contemporary way is like so like you feel that they were taught this in school, where it's like so professionalized, or it's like, I went to the store.
Yep. Clocking it. Yep.
Versus like older, kind of like Elaine Stritch, Bette Midler,
Yeah,
My Heroes.
deliver it.
Where it's just like there. It's like there's no difference between them singing like a jazz standard that moves
Do you
them.
feel like contemporary musicals is like indie? Is that what it is? That it's like, right?
Like kind of twee, the acting style.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I feel like there's like a weird homogenization of like the way people act songs. And it's like, I'm just like, I don't know if you need to be so focused on like I feel like I can see a teacher going, tell the story, you know,
Yes.
and like choose the image and like look up and find the memory and then sing to the memory. Like,
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I wonder if you have like an approach or if you just feel it. Yeah, of course. I know.
When I had to take a musical theater class in school, and that was when I was like, oh, that was when the world started to merge.
Yeah.
For me, that I was like, okay, like I was judgy, right, in the class, because then I used to call it like the cheerleading acting, you know, like hey. Like, right, it's like the setting up, I'm about to do the mount, and I'm about to give you this big note, and you better love it. And I used to be like, what is this? Yeah. So I just thought that I was the oddball in class because I just was like, I don't want to look like that. And I just refused. And luckily, like, none of my teachers were like, no, you need to do that. Right. But I did think, like, where'd they learn that from? What is that?
I know. Why does it have to sound?
They saw that somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a brand. It's a thing. I don't know who created that, though.
And if you listen to old Sondheim cast recordings, it's just like everyone's just kind of like talking, basically.
That's why I think Company is genius.
Yeah.
It is the most natural thing ever. And
it's
it kind of,
cool.
and what's nice about his stuff is with his stuff, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not even possible.
Musically, it's impossible.
Yeah, like even Into the Woods, like this is a fairy tale, and they're real natural. Like, I need to go to the festival, and do you know what I mean? Like, that's it.
Now I want to see
go.
your Into the Woods. I did this like you were just so relaxed on set. It was so cool.
Thank you.
You're such an easy actor.
But I felt that from you.
Thank you.
I felt that from you. Because don't you feel as like you're a comedian? I'm not, but like. With the funnies, do you ever sometimes, especially like, even if it's like, unless it's like you're with all of your friends, sometimes with your comedic energy, do you sometimes feel like I gotta warm people up to me? Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I sometimes feel that where I'm like, how, you know what I'm saying? Like
kind of teach people your
or like people still get nervous about improv. Do you know what I mean? Or people who consider, I think a lot of people are very funny and they don't give themselves credit.
Yeah.
But they will like freeze up and get nervous. And do you ever feel that way sometimes where like, what I love is that I felt like being that I've always played supporting characters. Yeah. I think I've developed a muscle of to come into a room and sense people's energy and be like, okay, I know how to meet that and together we rise, right?
Totally.
But I find with the comedy, people can feel especially if they're not considering themselves, you know, like if they cast someone in a movie and it's like, oh, well, that's the straight man, but that's really the straight man. Yeah. That they can really feel uncomfortable. How do you deal with that? Because I think you're very free.
Thank you.
Especially with the comedy? What?
Thank you. Well, I mean, I think I know what you mean. Like the kind of like, I like having the job of the clown of like kind of disarming and like loosening people up.
Yes.
Like I do feel that people, there is like, it is, we have been like for the past 20 years living under like big improvisation. Like there's been so much like.
Did you do any of that?
I improvise with my friend Kate Berlant. Like, my relationship to improv is utterly contained within that collaboration. And is that because you felt like I tried the classes and I was like, I can't do this. Like, they'd be like, go. And I'd be like, pizza. Like, I literally could not do it. But I can do it with Kate. But you have like, a person that you feel comfortable, and that just flows with. Yeah. But like, I do think that people clam up because we like value it too much or something as a culture. Like people are so it's like obsessed. The antithesis of. Yeah. You're supposed to be free. That's what I think the point of improv is. Yeah, just be free. Just like babble things out until I think the idea is like you eventually are going to get to a sweet spot, and that is the spark that will then allow it to completely unleash. Yeah. Do you find that directors like when you
I remember when they were like, he's hired, and I was like, oh, baby, yes. This is all about to open up, really, truly,
thanks.
and like breathe and come onto a whole nother level. And do you find that directors tend to lean into you for stuff like that of like, oh, great, you know what I mean? Like, I have him, so now, or is it the opposite where they're like, don't do, what is your experience with that?
I feel a lot this thing.
You're writing the script.
Yes. And like when I was, I was about to say when I was 15, I felt 15. When I was like 25, doing my first big jobs and like they wanted me to improvise, I was like, okay, whatever. But now I feel a little bit like, well, I don't want to, I don't want to write it.
Yeah.
Like you guys write it.
Yeah. Or bring me in early and give me a credit and a check.
Yeah, exactly.
And I will happily write it.
And it's so much more fun to be given lines and then,
it feels
I
good.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I'm like, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, I'm getting word from our producers
is it
that we
time
have
to do a
wrap
soft
up.
wrap?
I'm so happy to see you again.
I know.
It was so fun working with you.
I know. We got to do
so
more
easy.
of it. We need to do more of it.
We really do.
We cannot not do this again.
No, and
Should we do a podcast?
We should do a podcast
And I want to hear about my thoughts or your thoughts on
about
my
your career. Yes, I have huge plans that I've had.
biting at the bit.
Yeah, okay.
Biting at the bit to hear it.
Well, with that.
See you later.